वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय Okay, today we will be doing chapter 11, the universal form. Chapter 11, universal form. Slok 11.13. 11.13. Tatra ikastam jagat krishnam Ravi bhaktam anek katha Apasya deva devasya Sarire pandavastata Tatra ikastan jagat krishnam Ravi bhaktam anekata Apasya deva devasya Sharire pandavastada Tatra ekastam jagat krishnam Ravi bhaktam anekata Apasya deva devasya Sharire pandavastada Jagat Krishna Ravi Bhaktam Anekada Apasya Deva Devasya Harive Apa? Ravi Bhaktam Anekada Apasya Deva Devasya Sharire Pandavasana Ekastam Jagat Krishna Okay, word for word translation. Tatra, there, ekastan, in one place, Jagat, the universe, Krishna, complete, Ravi Bhaktam, divided, Aneteda, into many, Pasyat, could see, Deva Devasya, of the Supreme Person, Personality of Godhead. Sharire, in the universal form. Pandava, Arjuna. Tada, at that time. Okay, translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki At that time, Arjuna could see in the universal form of the Lord the unlimited expansions of the universe situated in one place although divided into many, many thousands. Please repeat after me. At that time, Arjuna could see in the universal form of the Lord the unlimited expansions of the universe situated in one place, although divided into many, many thousands. Purpose. The word tatra there is very significant. It indicates that both Arjuna and Krishna were sitting on the chariot when Arjuna saw the universal form. Others on the battlefield could not see this form because Krishna gave the vision only to Arjuna. Arjuna could see in the body of Krishna many thousands of planets. As we learn from Vedic scriptures, there are many universes and many planets. Some of them are made of earth, some are made of gold, some are made of jewels, some are very great, some are not so great, etc. Sitting on his chariot, Arjuna could see all these. But no one could understand what was going on between Arjuna and Krishna. Om Jnanati Nirandasya Jnana Jnana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Shri Chaitanya Manovistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurange Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vansha Kaprarupyascha Kripa Sindhavyo Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. At that time Arjuna could see in the universal form of the Lord the unlimited expansions of the universe situated in one place, although divided into many, many thousands. So let's go back a little bit, then we'll understand what this sloka is all trying to say. The last sloka of chapter 9, 9.34, the last sloka, very last sloka. Engage your mind always in thinking of me. Become my devotee, offer obeisances to me and worship me. Being completely absorbed in me, surely you will come to me. This sloka's instruction is so very powerful. Arjuna is asking Krishna how to constantly think of you. Because one of the requirements is saying, always think of me. So in sloka 10:17, Arjuna is asking Krishna how to constantly think of you and in what forms are you to be remembered. Right? So how to attain constant thinking of the Lord. So Krishna obliges by saying in sloka 10.19, I will tell you of my splendorous manifestations, but only of those which are prominent. O Arjuna, for my opulence is limitless. Krishna displays 82 opulences in chapter 10. Right? So, just the prominent ones, just a list a small list has been given. He says it is limitless, all the opulences. But since you are asking, I will oblige and I will tell you where you can see me, where you can think of me, where you can remember me at all times. So from this display, we understand that this, if you study those 82 opulences, if you go through that, you will be able to understand it is classified from so many different perspectives. It's talked about the animals, it's talked about the demigods, it's talked about the ways of the gambling, it's talking about the sin, it's talking about everything. Everything created in the manifestation is of Krishna's energies. Everything comes from Krishna's various energies. Right? Krishna exists in each and every atom. Yeah? So we have to understand, Krishna is the cause of all causes. So without Krishna, you are nothing. He is everywhere. Wherever you look, wherever you see, wherever you touch, Krishna is there. Right? So he is saying that I am everywhere. So why you say you want to remember me? Here it is. Krishna concludes chapter 10, the last sloka, 10.42. But what need is there, Arjuna, for all this detailed knowledge? With a single fragment of myself, I pervade and support this entire universe. So that he has said, everywhere I am to be found. So with these various instructions received right from the beginning of the Gita, from chapter 2 onwards, everywhere Arjuna has become very enlightened and says that his illusion has now been dispelled. He is no more confused. He knows for sure that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of God. Arjuna has accepted Krishna to be the source of everything, but others may not accept. He has become convinced that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of God. But for the sake of others who may not see him in that way, he says that so in order to establish Krishna's divinity for all, Arjuna is requesting Krishna to show his universal form. So that is one of the reasons why Arjuna is requesting for the universal form. So that form will decide for all the future generations to come that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of God. In the purport to slok 11.8, it is written that a devotee is not concerned with seeing the Vishwarup. The devotee is not concerned with seeing the Vishwarup, the universal form. But Arjuna wanted to see it to substantiate Krishna's statements, so that in future people could understand that Krishna not only theoretically or philosophically presented himself as a supreme, but actually presented as such to Arjuna. So it was not only theoretical knowledge, it was also you could physically see Krishna. That's what the Vishwa universal root form is. Arjuna must confirm this. Now this is the second point which is there. That is not only to establish the divinity, but to confirm that Arjuna has to be convinced himself. It has to be shown to Arjuna. That is one of the requirements. Bhagavan wanted to show the root to Arjuna because the whole parampara system had been broken. From the time when it was being passed over, it had stopped. And Bhagavan had come and he wanted to re-establish the parampara system. And Arjuna was the first recipient of that knowledge. Right? So when he was the first, he has to be shown the whole picture. So Bhagwan is insisting that one of the things is, I will show you the universe. You have requested, it's good. I will now actually show it to you. So that is the reason why the universal form was shown. One, to establish divinity for others, also to establish the parampara system. So this is the reason why universal form is. Arjuna addresses Lord Krishna his lotus side and very humbly says, if you think I am able to behold your cosmic form, O my Lord, O Master of all mystic power, then kindly show me that unlimited universal self. So he is requesting, he cannot order Krishna around. He is very humbly asking, please now show me again. Krishna agrees to show Arjuna the universal form, but prepares Arjuna beforehand. Now, whenever you are supposed to talk to other people about something, if it is a common knowledge, common things has been understood, then there is no need to prepare that person for what you are about to say. But if you are talking about something completely new, something which no one has seen, no one has heard about, then in that case, that person has to be briefed beforehand what he is about to hear. Then he can start picturing, he can start imagining what he is going to understand. So, Krishna agrees to show Arjuna the universal form, but prepares Arjuna beforehand. Our knowledge is based on what we already know, and then slowly, anything new and unknown builds around it. Right? So, if a person sees something new for the first time, he will try to relate it with his past experience and then absorb the new experience. It is the example which has been given is that in the last sloka, 11.13, no, 11.12, where he says the effulgence of the Bhagwan was like thousands of suns, hundreds and thousands of suns. You have been able to realize that one sun is so powerful. So if you say it was very, very, very bright, you might not still relate to it. But if you mention it is equal to so many thousands of suns together, then you can picture this. That, oh, one sun is so much, then how many will 10,000 suns be together? So something Bhagwan is preparing Arjuna that you are asked to see the universal form. I will show it to you. But you must know what you are about to experience. Why is that? Because that form has never been seen by anyone, has never been experienced or heard about by anyone, and I am going to show that form to you. It is said, since Arjuna was about to experience which no one has ever seen or heard before, Krishna is giving a prelude of what to expect. Apart from the pure devotees of the Lord, no one else was able to see this universal form. There was no one else on the whole armies. There were 18 actually armies present. There were so many people who were fighting with each other. But only Arjuna and Sanjay could see this universal form. Now there is a reason for it. Yeah? There is a reason why it was only available to these two personalities. It says further down the slokas that a few other people could also see. It's not mentioned in this slokas, it's mentioned further down. A few people, but it's talking about devotees of the Lord could see. No one else, apart from the devotees, could see this universal form. He's talking possibly of the Brahma. He's talking about Shiva Bhagwan. He's talking about what is his name, who was present throughout the Mahabharata. Those kind of personalities could see, not anyone else. So, but you cannot see me with your present eyes. Therefore, I give you divine eyes. Behold my mystic opulence. 11.8. So, to correct the situation, that it cannot be seen by a normal person, because his eyes are material eyes. Material eyes cannot see anything spiritual. So, Bhagwan is saying, I will have to give you divine eyes to see. Right? So, I was just reading that in his commentary on this verse, Srila Baldev Vidyabhushan says, Krishna gave Arjuna divine eyes, which were needed to witness his divine universal form. He gave him divine eyes to see, so he could witness his universal form. But he did not give him a corresponding divine mind. He gave him eyes, but not the mind. If he had given him a divine mind, then Arjuna would have seen Bhagwan in his normal form, even in that form. That is the understanding, that with he changed his eyes only vision, but not his mind. If he had changed his mind, if Bhagwan had changed the mind of Arjuna, then he would not have been able to understand the form of the terrible form of the universal form as well. Very wondrous, at the same time a Kal group coming through. So that point was what I was saying, that he was given only divine eyes and not a divine mind. Right? If he had been given divine, Arjuna would have developed interest in actually relishing the universal form. But upon seeing it, he became disinterested. After he was shown the universal form, he said, please revert back to the two-armed form which I still very much love. He is also God, the universal form is also Bhagwan. It should not have mattered. But only his eyes were changed, not his mind. So that is a very important point which is to be said. Then in 11.4 it says, every living entity is only a spiritual spark. Therefore it is not possible to see or to understand the Supreme Lord. But if one is engaged in loving transcendental service to the Lord from the beginning, then one can see the Lord by revelation. It's only when Bhagwan allows you to see. If the infinite reveals himself, then it is possible to understand the nature of the infinite by the grace of the infinite. It is only when Bhagwan wants to reveal, only then the small jivas will be able to have that grace and then see the universal form. Without that, it is just not possible. So then from slokas 11.9 to 11.14, which follows on, Sanjaya is describing to Dhritarashtra what Arjuna is witnessing in the universal form. So, first of all, we saw Bhagwan explain the universal form. Then you come to the second stage, where Sanjay is describing the universal form to Dhritarashtra. Then we will see Arjuna describing the universal form by what he is witnessing, what he is seeing. So three people or three descriptions have been given of the universal form. First, by Bhagwan, what to expect. Secondly, by Sanjaya, to talk to Dhritarashtra that this is what Arjuna is saying, and then what Arjuna himself is explaining, what he's witnessing. So what did he witness? What does Sanjay say Arjuna has witnessed? He says there were unlimited mouths, unlimited eyes, unlimited wonderful visions. When he talks about unlimited mouths, what does it mean? Did Bhagwan have one form and so many mouths all over it? Unlimited eyes, one big form with so, because it's a universal form. Universal means one. Right? So was there one form of Bhagwan and there were unlimited eyes all over, and where there's no space for the eyes, there are mouths there. There no mouth is there, nose is there. No, that is not the understanding. The universal form comprises of many forms together. All of them are called the universal form. And let's say if you have Shiv, you have Brahma, you have Vishnu, you have everyone, you can whoever you want. And then each of them have the eyes, they have the nose and so on. So all of them are considered the universal form. So they were unlimited eyes and there are unlimited mouths. Yeah? So unlimited wonderful visions decorated with celestial ornaments, and each of them were wearing beautiful ornaments on it. Many divine upraised weapons. Then you have Durga Mata and various Matas and all that Shaktis of Bhagwan, each one having various weapons in their hands. He could see all that. There are a lot of other descriptions which are not given here, but they are given in other Vedic scriptures, where he says that Arjuna, initially he was sitting there with Bhagwan in the chariot, and in the form he could see himself sitting there with Bhagwan. Then he saw a little further, he saw basically the whole of India. At that time, Bharatvarsh. He saw the whole of Bharatvarsh. Then he saw 9 whips. Then he saw further. Then he saw the causal, whatever it is. So all of that was available to to Arjuna when he was watching. So this is what he was witnessing. And the beauty of this was, he was sitting in one place. He was sitting in one place, and these distances which we were there were talking about light years of distances. So very far. But he could see all that, just sitting in one place with Bhagwan next to him. Celestial garments, divine sense, wondrous, brilliant, unlimited, all-expanding universe. Effulgence equal to hundreds of thousands of suns, thousands of planets. So this is what he was witnessing. So in this today's slok is just a continuation of Sanjaya explaining to Dhritarashtra what was being witnessed by Arjuna. Arjuna could see all this by sitting on the chariot with Krishna. Others could not see it as they did not have divine eyes. So it says here that what was happening between Krishna and Arjuna could not be understood. It says here, but no one could understand what was going on between Arjuna and Krishna. Right? So it was happening because he had the divine eyes, he could see, he was witnessing everything. Situated in one place. In later slokas, we will see what the effect of the universal form has on Arjuna. He has an emotional effect, he has a physical effect, all that will come once he starts describing what he has seen. This is what Sanjaya has said, he has seen. But from the words of Arjuna itself, we will know from the later slokas. Hare Krishna. Granth Raj Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.